Hi everyone, welcome back to the review thing. So it's late at night and I've decided, for whatever reason, it's going to be a good time to try and fix this busted 3DS that I got. Plan is change the screen, obviously, and I'm going to try and finish it. First time ever replacing a top screen for a 3DS, first time ever repairing a 3DS, so we'll see how this goes. I am whispering because my kids are asleep in the room above me, so I'm going to try and remain calm and composed and quiet and try not to throw the thing against the wall when I inevitably stress it. So, can I fix it? Let's find out. So Graham here for the review thing, and I have my sexy friend James.
Hey everybody.
So for this video we decided to do a quote voiceover because the video is going to be about 20 minutes long, and I know you didn't want to hear me talk for 20 minutes by myself, so I thought I'd ask James to join in.
Absolutely, so, and this is actually coming my way, so it's kind of still relevant to me, I suppose.
So this was a busted DS that I picked up, and James is acquiring it because I'm just that sound.
Yeah, he's the man. I actually needed a 3DS, and
nobody needs a 3DS. They want a 3DS.
I need a 3DS. I mean, there's some quality games on the system.
There is, to be fair.
I'm kind of getting into it. Kind of want to race it all. But yeah, the concentration on your face, Graham, and you dropped something already.
Oh man, didn't get me started. Like this video, like I've managed to cut this down to maybe about save 50 minutes in total. Like the footage I recorded, it was probably done over the course of maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, you did say to me it did take you a fair old while.
Like I was interrupted every now and again settling the kids, and then I was taking time basically watching a video of a guy fixing it.
Yeah.
So like there was points where you'd see me, or like there were points I would see myself in video, like just sitting there, like staring at the screen.
That was exactly the same for me. That was exactly the same for me when I did the DS Lite video.
Oh god.
I absolutely loathed it, but it's something you have to do. I don't feel comfortable at all doing this without any sort of guide or tutorial.
Oh god,
I mean, look at what you're playing around with.
Exactly. Like even just looking here, like I'm getting fucking PTSD with the amount of fucking like ribbon cables, and like it's not even just like it was the one kind of ribbon cable. There were like 4 kind of ribbon cables. Look, there's me just sitting, staring blankly. Yeah. Literally, like what the fuck is going on? Like,
what do I do now? Which bit is this?
Literally, like, because like there's bits you have to fold over, like overrun themselves to get the other side out and things like that. Like it wasn't just so much like the ribbon cable with like the pressure clamp. There were ones that were like just slide in ones, and then this is meant to be fast forwarding, but it looks like shit just now. It'll look better when it's being rendered properly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, I had to fast forward this by because this was stressing me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like always taking off the top screen for a DS is pain.
Well, that was the biggest thing about the DS Lite that I just stressed big time. So I definitely do not envy.
This bit as well, Jesus. Like I knew the screen was broken already anyway, but like I was just paranoid I was going to crack the screen or crack the camera.
Your heart just sinks, doesn't it? Because you need to apply that bit of force to pull it out, but at the same time you're like, if I do this too rough, it's just gonna snap.
Like
I mean,
like look at my hands compared to the size of the ribbon cables I'm meant to be working with.
Like, it's just
like I think it's coming up now, like in a minute. But like I spent like maybe a good 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes trying to get the ribbon cables through.
Oh, I can imagine,
Like,
yeah,
they
because
were just-
they've got the coiled up ribbon cable, haven't they?
Aye.
So that you
Oh, here we
feed
go,
it
here
through
we
the
go.
hinge. Yeah.
Oh, you had enough.
Do you know what?
Yeet.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's obviously little finger. Yes.
Like it was already busted, but like there's three coiled up ribbon cables there,
Yeah.
and like
I mean-
it was going to be the wrong one.
I suppose it's a lot better if the screen is already broken.
Aye.
You know, you've got the you're not itself being damaged. You're just trying to get all the bits off it, I suppose.
Aye. Like the screen itself, because it was already fucked, it didn't really make a difference.
Yeah.
But because it was the one ribbon cable, there was like 3 ribbon cables coiled in together.
Yeah.
So-
So that's the adhesive bit you're putting.
That's
Yeah, for the
this is the
screen.
adhesive that I'm pulling off now. I just reusing this to basically stick the screen back to the new one.
Yeah.
There's me clicking through the video. Oh, it's my belly bag!
Oh, look, you can't be giving that stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I never noticed that. Fucking hell.
Yeah, you best keep that in there.
I'm gonna get fucking banned now, Jesus. This is some premium content here.
So what are you doing here? You're trying to feed it back through.
So
Oh,
this is basically trying to put the ribbon cable back through.
this is just hell.
Like,
This
is pain. This is damnation and pain. Like, because the worst part is, like I said before about DS's, is like, this is the last step before you start reassembling, and you didn't know anything's fucked until you get right to the almost finish line.
yeah.
It's like if you get,
I mean-
but you put this back together and put the bat in, and it's fucked, then you're just like, done.
Yeah, you just literally have to repeat the entire process. So
Alright.
without spoilers, how many times did you have to assemble and disassemble this?
With spoilers? How can I answer that question with spoilers? No, luckily enough, I don't know what it was. I don't know what gods were looking over me, but I did only have to do this once. Like, it got to the point where it was like fucking 3:30 in the morning, and I was after finding a book with the last bits. I can't remember what it was, but
Yeah,
I got-
yeah, because
I got to the last bit and I was just like, F this, and I've just put it all together. I was just done. So I just put it all together and I tried it and it worked. And I was like, no way.
that's amazing. I mean, I was actually in work time, and I remember so late.
Aye.
But then this is just hell. This is just pure hell. So I can imagine this taking a fair old.
Aye. That's me
Oh,
rewinding. Is it-
Yeah, rewind the video.
I think I'll probably cut that bit. Just me
Yeah,
sounding
that's fine.
clueless.
No, that's fine. You can chop it and edit this as it goes.
Oh, aye, this was me trying to figure out what way the fucking sliders went back on.
I mean-
I was like the smallest bit, and I was fucking sat there. I was like, how did it go back in?
I mean, again, it's one of those things you just don't. When you're putting things back together, it's so easy just to put it in the wrong way
Aye,
and be like, well, why isn't that working?
aye.
You know?
But like I noticed when I was putting it in, that if I put it in too high, then you wouldn't get the volume all the way up in the 3D to engage on the other side, or you
Yeah.
wouldn't get all the way or something like that. No, you wouldn't get to engage at all because it wouldn't call the slider. But
Man, this is definitely one of the most fiddly mods.
this was fucking insane. Like, I wouldn't say this was necessarily harder than the DS,
Right.
because the DS, like like the fucking the pressure clamps on the DS ribbon cables, like you know
Yes.
yourself, they're fucking
Yeah.
fidgety as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
well, these ones seem to be a lot sturdier. Like
Mm.
they had like plastic, or they had like extra backing on them. So like, where the connectors were, there was like an extra bit of kind of plastic behind it that kind of gave you the rigidity to get it in and out properly. Like,
Yeah. Oh no, you can see they've improved from the original DS sort of setup
oh, man,
compared in terms of like, okay, this obviously didn't work so well, so we're just gonna apply an obscene amount of plastic into this as well.
no.
But yeah, it just looks so fiddly.
Oh, it is. It's just loads of wee bits, like, that's all it was, like.
I mean, which part did you find the hardest anyway? Was it just the screen replacement? Trying to go over the ribbon cables, or which part of it is the ultimate?
Like that would have been the hardest part. Like,
yeah,
like that definitely was the hardest part. Like it was just because like it says like it's a part that could so easily go wrong.
Yeah.
And you didn't realise it's went wrong until near the end.
Yeah.
But once that was kind of done, putting it all back together was like, I know I'm fast forwarding now, but putting it back together was easy enough.
Yeah.
Like there were so many different connections, and like there's like the motherboard, and then what was the other one? There was like 3 different boards in it.
Yeah.
So it was just, or was there 2? And there was like the joystick, there was a motherboard, and then there was like the other side, which I can't think what the f was at this point.
Yeah.
But
again, it just looks like hell. It just it just doesn't like enjoyable to do at all.
Like it was easier than I thought it was going to be, but I'm thinking that's based purely on the fact that I got lucky. Because like I wasn't being the most careful, and at the same time I didn't exactly go mental, but like I was wrecked and getting pissed off and annoyed.
Yeah, I can imagine. I as you well know, I don't. It's easy.
But this is now the final assembly, and this is literally me just like and putting it all back together.
You were just going for gold.
Aye. And then I think my audio kicks back in about here now anyway.
Okay.
At some point. I don't know. Aye, in a minute. But aye. So James, thanks for jumping in on this co-voiceover with me.
Lovely.
This bit here as well was absolute pain waiting for it to start up first time. Was absolute pain. Like it felt like forever. And then when it came on, I was working, you could literally see me like this.
You can see you just holding your face like it works.
Bye. Anyway, thanks James, and see you next one.
Okay, thanks guys.
Well, that was 2 hours later, literally 2 hours and 2 minutes later, and I mean obviously I never doubted myself. I'm not gonna lie, I was very nervous doing this because it was the first time I ever done this. And I'm just fucking so overworked. Jesus Christ, 2 hours. But you saw what it was like before. This is what it's like now. Volume works. No, that's the 3D. Volume works. The only thing I kind of messed up on was the button on the analog stick. I thought it popped off this side, but it doesn't. You just need to take it off the inside. Apart from that, everything is fine. Everything seems to be working. So there we go. That was 2 hours. It's now 1:45 in the morning. I did have a second camera on the go, which was my phone, but it ran out of space. And it's not like it was showing much anyway, apart from my pretty face. But I'll include what was there anyway. Like I said, this is by no means a tutorial or a walkthrough. Use this video as, you know, the kind of thing where if I can do it, then you can do it, because I have limited patience. It is 1:42, I'm fucking wrecked as well, and trying to do it quietly as well while watching Paranormal Lockdown. Thanks James, to keep me company. So this was fun. I would like to say never again, but you never know. The biggest pain in the ass, I would say, would just be the amount of ribbon cables. There were hundreds of ribbon cables and loads of different ones. There were like latched ones and just pressure ones and just fuck, there were so many. But look, it's done now. There we go, it's done. So And I thought I had 2 screws left over. At the end I was like, fuck, why have I got 2 screws left over? And it was the 2 screws that go on the top. So that's handy dandy. Let's better make sure the camera works. Right. Camera's working. Oh, inception. Bye. Overall, annoying. A lot of things that could go wrong. Patience with these things seems to be the key to being successful with changing parts, but look, done. Anyway, if you've got any questions or anything about repairing DSs or whatever, I'm not saying I'm a fountain of knowledge, but I've got some maybe useful tidbits I could probably help you with. But thanks for sticking around. This has been 2 hours. I don't know how much of this video I'm going to edit out, because 2 hours is a long time. I'll probably try and make it 15 minutes. I'm just kind of rabbiting now because I'm fucking tired and I don't know what else to say. So, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Follow us on Instagram. Please, you know, hammer the fuck with that like button and let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next one.